Ladies and gents, welcome to some 2v2 Black Forest. Yeah! We have two teams who are ready to face off on everyone's favorite map. Hype. In the red, we have Eureka Mouser playing as the Turks. And you can see his teammate, because you just have to follow the little lovely road here all the way over here to yellow. And in the yellow, we have Tiago Campus playing as the Ethiopians. Across the way, across the path of death over here, as you see blue coming forward, we have Yolquiora 444. I think I'm saying that right. Anyways, blue knows the Black Forest meta is all about some walls. So blue's going to run forward to wall up. Yellow scout is there. It'll be a grand old time. But blue's bringing the scout forward. And the best thing you can do is get a forward wall down. And I think that's going to happen. Yellow seems to have noticed something's up. But blue with the walls. These guys are like 800 elo, by the way. So I expect some awkward moments as we see even green on this side. Okay, green and blue, they're friends. They're on Discord right now. They're on Skype. They're on TeamSpeak. You know, they might be using a Nokia phone. Whatever. They're communicating. They could be communicating via Telegram or something. They're just talking. They're stratting. We've got wall here from green. Sneak villager. We've got walls here from green. And red and yellow just weren't expecting this level of intensity. And oh, they're actually going to chat in the game. That's even better for us. And blue says, I walled. Oh, I love that. Uh-oh. Green's like, I'll respond later. But this will work out for green, actually. Green kills red scout. And now the villager goes down for red as well. Now, yellow scout is still running around. And blue's been chasing it for a while. And you'll notice that there was a lot more openings on this side. And red was also thinking about walling. But green simply beat the others to it. So blue, for whatever reason, didn't follow. But the walls for the team that we're just going to call the wall team are now up. And proper introductions, Alquiora here is playing as the Byzantines. And then in the green, we have Seamont. So, guys, I have no way of knowing if these two actually, like, queued up together as friends. It is possible that they just queued up for team games and ended up getting placed together. But because of how aggressively they both walled, I have to imagine that they have played together before. And blue says hole. But I don't see a hole. I don't know what blue saw exactly. There's no hole here. That is a tree. And blue is now attacking red's villagers. And red and yellow probably not having a great time. But red and yellow have better economy because they didn't send as many villagers forward right away. So that's always the trade-off on this map. Map-wise, this is actually way better for red and for yellow because they have pawns. But that's more of a high-level thing. You don't really see lower elo players docking and fish trapping. What the higher elo players will do is they'll make like 2 to 3 fishing ships in this. In maybe even more than that with 4 deep shore fish. But they'll do that in feudal. And then in castle, on their way to castle age, they keep making fishing ships and adding fish traps. I've seen instances where at a pond like this, there'd be like 25 fish traps. But I don't know, like... Docking water like this shouldn't be your priority for the average player. There's just not enough deep fish to really make it worth it. It's more about the fish traps later on. Okay, lots of food, obviously. And, you know, so far we haven't really seen much chatter from Blue's teammate. And we haven't seen any chatter from red and yellow. We'll see if that ever happens here. But again, some of the players are ranked in 1v1s. I think 2 or 3 of them are, I forget at this point, but they're around 800 elo. I will say, though, the majority of them don't really have that many games in 1v1s. I think that's incredibly common. I think 1v1s are more stressful for people. Team games are more relaxed. Town Bell. Blue's scout goes down. And there's a villager from green. Green got to sneak all the way through here. Dang. All right, green's been watching my content, man. I think both these guys have. I talked about the forward walls in Black Forest, but I also talked about the sneak, and I've uploaded examples of the sneak, especially on Black Forest. Okay, she kills an alligator or crocodile or whatever. Congratulations to her. I don't know why she's here. Let's see. Red scout is dead. Yellow scout is weak. And can you imagine if yellow were to find this? It would be all because blue didn't continue to chase yellow scout earlier. Remember, blue almost killed it and just left. So we've got double outpost here from Seamont. And it's just going to hang out over here for now. Let's look at resources collected. And there's resources collected. Blue seems to be the best player so far. And we must have had a signal. And green says gate. And blue says nice. Again, Seamont's not the most wordy individual, but Seamont's been very busy. And, oh God. Oh no! Don't lose him to the gator! Don't lose him. He's worked so hard. Okay, it's fine. He goes right back to work. And he's just going to steal some of this extra golden stone, I guess. I mean, it does leave your villager exposed, but you kind of want your villagers working, so I don't hate it. Very bold, though. Very, very bold. Red is so close to just resigning from this game and then banning Black Forest forever. Red tried to place walls here, and his opponent already had walls. Red tries to place walls here, and his opponent already has walls. And you have to make sure that you actually wall... Okay, well, that's kind of funny. Red, please tell me you're going to wall more than that. Red. Okay, there we... there we go. And is now painstakingly deleting the other walls. Guys, green sees this, and green deletes one of his own walls, and green's going to run in. Oh, man. Again, red can't be having a good time. Green brings the whole family in and is going to be all over these vills. Blue says, you want me to come to you so we can raid the red together? Or should I push myself? Question mark. Yeah, because yellow hasn't walled at all. Yellow's done zero walling. Green is chasing this down. Obviously, in Feudal Age 2, we'll be able to kill this villager with the scout. And what? I thought green was going to attack. Green just wants the food. Green's like, yeah, I don't really care about killing you. Honestly, I just kind of want those rhinos. So if you could just peacefully won't run away. That's funny. Even stonewalling off the rhinos. I mean, 1,200 food is 1,200 food. Don't get me wrong. But you didn't even take your rhino at home, dude. Bare bones eco at home. All right. How's this Ville? This Ville's just on stone. That's cool. And the scout's now attacking the archer range. And red's going to make a spearman. I think green is going to lose this scout. Yep. Scout's fearless, but pointy stick guy is going to win that fight. And again, eco-wise, it looks pretty close team-wise because, you know, you've got green at 21 villagers only. Yellow and red are about 25. But you do have blue. And the thing I've learned about blue is blue has a plan, right? Blue's also Byzantine, so there's a lot of things you can do with Byzantine. Yellow's actually pressuring the houses, so yellow's going to try and rush through here. I would like to see maybe an archer follow-up from the Ethiopians. And yeah, there's the range. So blue actually deletes, in a very dangerous decision here, deletes the house to place these walls, but I think it'll end up being fine. Blue wanting to play safe. Obviously, this team understanding the need to wall up. All right, green, are you going to actually eat a rhino? There we go. Rhino is officially eaten. Has anyone here ever eaten rhino? If anyone says yes to that, I question your... Oh, God, wait, what? Hold on. What happened? Didn't red already have an archer? Right? Oh, no! His archers were trapped! He probably set the gather point this way, and there was a one-tile gap there. So he deletes the archer range. And now he's just going to place a new one. Red, can you place it, like... Okay, I guess it is further away from the wood line. All right, well, that's 175 wood down the drain. Yeah, I was going to say, if anyone here has ever tasted rhino, I feel like we should be calling somebody about that. So hopefully the answer is no. I don't imagine it would taste very good, though. No one looks at a rhino and says, yummy. Unless you're a poacher. But, you know, listen, we should probably change the subject. I do have a funny story, though, and she's going to absolutely kill me for telling my audience this, but it's just the perfect time. So, I don't know how many people here have ever been to Disney World. Oh, God, wait a second. Yellow's through. It was so risky from blue. Yellow is through on this side. Hold on a second. And now suddenly we've got supplies from blue, and blue's like, how do I defend this? And yellow's even coming in with villagers. We'll have to put that story on hold. You guys are probably all really confused. Rhinos, poaching, Disney World, and now all these sneaks and walls, and I mean, green's even keeping this villager safe down here. This is a pretty crazy game. Blue is probably like, crap. You know, I did all that work to wall that, and I forgot to stone wall it, and now I've been punished. Blue is on the way to Castle Age, though, and blue is trying to quickly just put out these fires and block the opponent from getting in here. And, you know, the problem for yellow is just the fact that yellow didn't run further forward. If yellow would have ran further forward, this all would have been denied and villagers would have died. All right, so this is perfect because I actually get to tell the story I wanted to tell. So, if you've ever been to Disney World, there's like this safari ride. I think in Animal Kingdom. I went when I was a kid. I haven't been there in a long time. And as green brings more villagers forward for whatever freaking reason. To chop wood? Green hates his base. Green hates living here. Green just wants to travel the world. Green's taking wood here, and green's taking wood here. Anyways. So you just like ride around or whatever, and you're looking at different animals, and then all of a sudden, there's a call to the driver, and it's like, there's poachers in the area, and they're trying to get, you know, an elephant or a rhino. We must stop them. And then, like, you find them, and then I think the police gets involved, and then they take the poachers away, and you save the animals. A girlfriend, when she was on that ride, when she was like 13 years old, she thought it was legit. She didn't find out till like a couple years later that it wasn't legit. She thought there were actual poachers in Disney World. And she was so happy that she was there and helped save the animals. Her parents told me this. And to be honest, I think it's hilarious. So, I mean, not quite as hilarious as the fact that green is still like green just doesn't want to be home, man. Green wants to be anywhere but home. We've got 10 villagers here, and then we've got 9 villagers here, and we've got 6 villagers here, and then 1 villager here. And then look at the main eco. There's no farms really. There's a little bit of action. That's the extent of it. Very weird game. And then yellow's trying to pressure and blue's making knights. Did you just say your girlfriend is 13 years old? No! This is why I don't tell stories. I'll say yes, now she's my fiance. Alright, back to this dumb game. We gotta talk about Age of Empires 2. Alright, fine. This is seriously so wacky, though. I have no clue what to expect from this. This game is so awkward. Like, red's gonna be in castle, and clearly red is angry about the whole rhino situation. Green still refuses to send the villagers away from the wall, though. Those villagers could die. Blue's gonna clear this, which in my mind tells me that yellow could have problems because yellow didn't wall behind this. That's like the most important thing on this map is if you're attacking, you got to wall behind it because then it's all gonna come to your base. And now yellow's realizing this. Great job from blue here with good upgrades, but obviously yellow wasn't feudal, so it's to be expected that knights would clear that. Not as forward as you would want your walls if you're yellow, but at least yellow's gonna get the walls down. And blue's economy is not really that great, right? Only 28 eco. Really committed everything to try and get those knights out. Even dropped the castle back here, which could be helpful too. Red also walling behind green's walls. And green now has another forward lumber camp. Can we look at the resources collected from green? Yeah, to be expected, right? Kind of behind in every single aspect. And yellow's going to pull ahead here in a bit too. Yellow's still going to make a lot of archers. Now, if blue could get his knights over here right now, and green would delete these walls, red would have big problems. I wonder if blue's going to do that. Yup. Heading over. Red, you're going to be in big trouble here. Assuming that green does what blue suggests. I think blue is an experienced Black Forest player and seems to understand the importance of walling and attacking using those walls. Obviously, you can't use the gate. Oh, man. Let's see. Blacksmith also is denied there from yellow. So didn't get any blacksmith upgrades. But did make a new blacksmith, it looks like. Perfect opportunity. Red doesn't see that army. Red didn't? I guess Red's getting blacksmith upgrades, but doesn't really have a big force. Red is clearly focused on this as we see a second town center. Guys, there's so much green in different areas of this map. Houses over here, blacksmith and market here, villager here. Wanna attack? Question mark, says green. I'll open door in 2. Oh, God. Before they wall. Oh, God. Red. Pay attention. Okay. Open the other door. Oh, wow. That was so clutch. Whew, that could have happened a couple minutes ago, but things go at a different pace here at lower elo, man. And that's exciting for us because you never know what's going to happen. Too late, says blue. Well, good thinking, you guys. Really well played. These guys are smart. I like it. Green even made some walls here. Yeah, so now, I mean, what you probably should focus on is just economy, right? You've got the walls down. So just get your economy rolling. Yellow's doing that with 2 town centers. Really good work. Just annoying blue by attacking the walls. Blue could still delete this and run in, by the way, if blue ever had a big enough army. You know, red also, 2 town centers. I think green is the guy I'm worried about the most. Green hasn't clicked up to Castlate yet. Green has no food. Green is actually trading at the moment, too. So I think Seamonts is going to fall behind, but it's a fun game. I hope people out there have enjoyed it. It's a close game. You can't say it's not close. I think civ-wise, it's also very even. I think Celts Byzantines is just as strong in terms of possibilities as maybe Ethiopians and Turks. Like, I think Turks could really dominate with, like, gunpowder, cavalry archers, bombard cannons. I wonder, sometimes the trading early in mid-elo could be super strong, and also at low elo. If people can't break your defenses, isn't it kind of like adding an extra TC? Has really given me a boost on Michi. Well, it's not a good habit to get into if it takes you longer to get to Castle Age. However, trading early is underrated, I agree. The issue is, it doesn't pay off for a very long time. But if you're in the habit of floating lots of wood and gold, like green is, like, look, that's all the cost of trade carts right there. Why not? Right? He has 5 trade carts in queue and still has that much floating. So yeah, I think trading is really important and really good decision. You shouldn't rely on it, but I would say it could be fine. Blue says smiley face GG. Blue, if you resign here, you are blacklisted. This is a good game. Don't give up on your teammate. I think he's a little upset his teammate's so far behind. Green's just making his houses over here. They're both trading right now, by the way. I'm not sure why we saw the GG call, but maybe they saw something they're scared of. I think blue and green are a good team together. They seem to communicate well. But we're going to see red try and ram some of this down. I want to see green attack with this. I don't know what it's going to be, but that would be really cool. Green's eco balance is better. 16 on food is definitely better. Like 18 is what it is for yellow red, 24 for blue. And green's food eco is going to be fine now, but it was just really delayed because of sending villagers all across the map. And more farms for green now, too. So green's going to add even more. We have a castle drop here from Eureka. Hey, guys. What would you say to Red if there were knights in his base? Hey, Red, there's knights in Eureka. Really nothing? Okay. Get it? Because it's Eureka. Eureka. Yeah, okay. That's cool. That's great. Ram is attacking the walls here. Everyone's impressed with my humor. And, you know, blue's going to drop a castle here. Yellow's been trying to break through the entire time. Blue didn't really have interest in adding siege, which was interesting. I felt like that could have been important. Lots of trade from both teams, though, I've noticed. I shouldn't maybe say lots, but Red's starting to trade up a little bit. I'll give that a pity 11. All I ask for is a good little pity 11. That's all. I'm very concerned with green because I feel like green has made life far too complicated. Over here, you've got a couple buildings. What do you make? Who knows? Over here, you've got some skirmishers. What do you make? Well, I guess skirmishers, but okay. You got villagers here to protect. You've got villagers here to protect. Oh, God! Blue's trade card has opened the gate. What is this pathing? Why is Blue's trade going this way? Don't tell me it's gonna double back, bro. Green's now making militia. And Blue says on my way. So Blue's gonna come deal with this. I guess the trade card's gonna die. Well, that's better than the alternative. Green also doesn't really know what to make, it seems. There's a lot of confusion there. But Blue's just not happy about how this is going. Green has locked the gate. Green, you have to unlock the gate. Okay, it's now unlocked. Blue ran away because it was locked. Green now says unlocked. And the trade cart was trying to get to its destination but failed. But Blue's going to clear this up. A really good work from Blue. And Blue is always going to be here to prop up Green. And I think Green's resources are going to look good in the long run because of all the town centers. Town center here. Town center here. Town center here. I wish there was a word that would describe Green. I just can't put a finger on it right now. Yellow, the word would be stubborn. Is continuing to batter down Byzantine walls. Another TC as well. Okay, so this is the classic 37-minute 5 town center boom on 5 different areas of the map. I mean, hey, if you find one area, you're not going to find the next. Maybe that's the logic. Red's an imp now, guys. This could be trouble. Red's getting murder holes, but he gets chemistry for free, and he's had a couple Janissaries here, too. Blue's also going to be an imp, but I'm not sure Blue knows what to make army-wise. Turk gunpowder is very strong, but the bombard cannons, I feel, is always the key. And Red agrees. Red's getting artillery, which gives the bombard cannons extra range, but also bombard towers, which gives... Artillery gives the bombard towers extra range, too. Can you close the gate at me? Can you lock? Okay. So here's a tip. So Green just locked it. So here's the deal. Green says, I want that relic, though. Is that why Green made the tower? Simon is such a god. I love Simon. Simon is a legend. Blue's like, sure, you can have it. Meanwhile, there's a massive army here. Is there a monk on the way? Please tell me there's a monk on the way. I don't know if he has a mod. I don't know where to look, guys. I don't know where to look. Okay, he's getting fervor. There he is. I think the monk's on the way now. It's going to be a long journey. This is amazing. Okay, so what was I talking about? Crap. Whatever I was... Oh, the whole locking the gate thing. So, I've been told by viewers that they always felt like if you didn't lock your gate, anyone could go in through the gate. So just to clarify for Blue, Green, or anyone else for that matter, that's not the case. If it is your gate, even if it's not locked, they can't go through it. So there's no need to lock it, really, unless you're worried about accidentally running underneath the gate at an inopportune time. Something's up with the pathing, and the trade keeps funneling right through here. Also, yellow just made like one of the biggest mistakes you could possibly make on Black Forest. Yellow's like, I've got a big army. I'm in a position to kill. I'm excited. But you're not an imp, Yellow. Your opponent's an imp. They could just treb this down. Where's the monk? Is the monk on the way? Green's signaling this. So green wants to stop this. Green is also going to try and wall in between blue's walls. Well, I guess don't even need to worry about trebs. This could just be denied. I would love for that monk just to waltz in right now. Oh, jeez. Oh, painful yellow. Oh, goodness. Green denies the castle, which... that actually might be good for you, yellow. Just delete it. Save a little bit of stone at least. Where's the monk? Oh, there's the monk. Okay. Elite Janissary now from red. He doesn't have that many of them. Yellow's trying to finish the castle. Oh, God, yellow. Oh. Just doubling down on a bad decision. Actually, it'll go up. It will actually go up here. Yellow sent everything, so there's just too many distractions. And the castle fire will take out the siege as well. Still, obviously, very good job from green there. And totally worth it for green, I think, to have killed that many villagers and units. And blue is just now making a treb, and blue is going for a lot of skirms, which is a great choice against Ethiopians. Okay. Lock gate. Yeah, see... well, green is now standing in the gate, which is kind of funny. Yeah, blue keeps thinking you've got to lock it. Trade count is really high for green. 13 trade. And, uh-oh. More mangonels get sacrificed. Oh, the monk is here! The monk is here for the relic! No! He wants the relic! Sad. Red needs to push here, right? Like, green isn't ready yet. Red needs to continue to fortify and push in here fast, and then yellow could be okay. I mean, yellow's not great right now. Like, blue could overrun yellow, but blue might have to go help green if red continues this push. I like what red is doing with the bombard towers. I just wish red had more siege to actually push down the walls and the buildings. Green's going to try with mangonels, which is great with Celts because it fires faster, so green knows what's up there. Green also has a sneaky army down here we're going to have to think about. But yeah, this is the main push from red. It just seems like things are progressing awfully slow there. This castle's a little better. Like, yellow is thinking I have to protect the choke point. This castle is not as bad because you're now in the Imperial Age as well. But blue has more trebs than you, yellow. And he's got skirmishers. So you got to think about how you can maybe push that or deal with that. The wall's obviously making things very awkward at the moment. Red. I think he clicked the gate, which he's taking out awfully quick here. Always concerning when I see this. Wow, those bomber towers are insane. I'm always worried the player's going to forget to look at their units and the mangonels are going to come in. Or in this case, the cavalier maybe. But I guess... oh, the gate's locked, so blue can't get through yet. And yeah, this would be amazing for red. It should automatically attack the cav. Plus, the bombard towers are there as well. All right, the moment we've all been waiting for. Seamont is now in the Imperial Age. Good job from yellow, by the way, repairing the treb. Blue's not doing that. But blue's distracted. Seamont still making more mangonels here. And also has made a lot of walls for the team, which is good. It's always something you need on Black Forest. Oh my god, Seamont is attacking yellow with the sneak. And is dropping a castle in yellow's base. Yellow's never going to expect this. That castle spot's amazing. It's almost directly in the trade. It's sad it wasn't here. Here you can almost end games sometimes. But look at all the siege. We've got some longswords and some skirmishers. All of a sudden, the whole village shows up and is spawning in your base. And I don't think yellow has any clue, guys. Yellow hasn't shown any sign of reaction. Meanwhile, Seamont is still trying to contribute and is helping a little bit. Because we've got paladins from blue. I've seen nothing that tells me yellow noticed this yet. Oh, man. He's so focused on this. Oh, man. That one sneak villager at the start of the game changing things. Say what you want about Seamont, but Seamont is everywhere, and Seamont is really doing a great job to hold at home. This might not work. And then to push and contribute on the front. Blue's going to have to defend himself, obviously, but yellow! I've seen situations like this before. A lot of people, when they finally look back at their base and realize what they missed, they simply just resign. They just leave. Also, Red is Vils here. I think he went for that gold. Red knows. Red knows now. So now he's killing red villagers too because they showed up there. Oh my god. Blue just needs more skirms and more skirm upgrades, and they're good. And uh-oh, are they though? Because Red's got a crazy push. Red's got a ridiculous push. If only he had like 6 trebs, you know? He needs to push a little faster. Oh god. Oh no, what? Okay, Red must not have realized. Red's out of gold, guys. So he's trying to take the other golds. Has Yellow still not noticed this? I mean, Seamont has now walled them off. Let's go. There's random skirms and mangonels. Who needs Onager? I'm pretty sure I just saw a signal on the minimap from Red. And the fact they're not... Hold on, let me just verify that. Okay, no, that was green. Okay, so green was signaling that army as if to say we need to deal with that. Oh, yellow. Oh. The absolute definition of tunnel vision, man. I mean, he would have to pull back to deal with this, but now that there's a castle, it gets so much more difficult. This actually isn't fully walled, which is probably good for them because they're able to kill the trade, but... Okay, Seamont disagrees. Red needs to push with this army, but Red just lost the only treb that Red had as part of the push. It does have 3,000 gold, though. No rams or bombard cannons. It's only been that one treb for Red. But now you're, like, cut off. A yellow could die. Also, I'm still really curious on if green is ever going to get this relic. A big issue for blue has been blue forgot important blacksmith upgrades on the skirms, which would be helpful. Also, Seamont, could you, like, maybe get Onager? Oh, yeah, Onager's on the way. Oh, you can't stop him. You can't stop him. Green says, got him. And then Red calls the GG. And Yellow resigns. And they did it, guys. They did it. Oh, man. That actually worked. Seamont is a legend. I don't know if like Seamont is legend title worthy, you know, like I try and be really particular on the legend of videos, but he just played this game so uniquely. And clearly these two have a strat down, right? It wouldn't surprise me if they're favoriting Black Forest. They know about the walls. They use the sneak. The sneak is pretty much what won them the game, right? And he waited. It seemed like Red was solid, but Red never added enough siege. Red was also late to walls, remember? And then Yellow as well. I just don't think he was as experienced with the walls and how Black Forest tends to play out. But while we won't give Seamont the legend title, honorable mention's pretty good. That was a really fun game. I mean, clearly there's a lot wrong with how Seamont played the game in terms of his economy early. At least compared to the others. I mean, he was in Castle Age at 35 minutes, whereas Blue was at 1930. But what he did know is he knew how to play defense, and he knew how to fortify, and he probably felt like if I lose one area, I'll have 4 more if I spread out like this. And when he finally did show up with this attack, Yellow had absolutely no clue. I'm wondering if maybe Eureka and Tiago were on voice chat together because they resigned at the exact same time, and they didn't really... you know, chat in the game, because that's what I was assuming originally when I had seen green and blue playing. You know, trade profit pretty high there for good old Seamont. Total resources higher for blue. It's clear. I think blue is just the more experienced player of the two, but they communicate well, which is great. Red apparently a beast in terms of speed this game as we look at the APM near the end. But yeah, Black Forest is fun. Low elo Black Forest is fun. Yet again, though, guys, I'm going to say prioritize getting the walls down early. This game changed because of the wall positions. And blue and green understood that if they got the walls down, their opponents wouldn't be able to sneak on them. They'd be able to sneak on their opponents. And they also had good wall position for the most part. Forward wall, remember. Super forward wall here. It just holds way more maps, so you have more time to react and do whatever you need to in a long game.